Welcome to our NCAF podcast 1 Minute to Midnight, the podcast where we delve into the pressing issues of our rapidly changing world. In today's episode, we'll cover the haunting projection of Britain's future as it faces unprecedented heatwaves, the staggering potential death tolls from climate-induced temperatures, the inadequacy of current governmental measures, and the stern warnings issued by environmental agencies. With a glimpse into the dire necessity for reimagined climate mitigation, we assume reasonable positions to explore how we can still avert the worst of these projections. Let's begin with a look into a sweltering future that awaits us if action is not taken. It's the August bank holiday in 2050, and Britain is under siege from the worst heatwave on record. Temperatures have soared above 40 C for consecutive days, peaking at a scorching 46 C. The nation's homes, unsuited for such extremes, have turned into ovens, driving people to seek cooler nights outdoors. Hospitals are at breaking point, and the death toll from dehydration and heatstroke is rising alarmingly. It's a vision of the future unless we shift gears on preparation for the brutal reality of climate change. While this scenario may sound like fiction, it's a very real possibility according to the UK Climate Change Committee. Britain's preparedness is lacking. Flood defences are deteriorating, insulation efforts are lagging, and our political heavyweights seem to be looking the other way as the storm approaches. Heat is not the sole threat. We are entering an era where homes may be more at risk from floods than burglaries, where atmospheric rivers of moisture promise relentless rain, and supercell thunderstorms beckon destructive weather patterns unfamiliar to the UK's shores. The consequences of inaction are vast and multifaceted: disrupted transport and utilities, industrial and business interruptions, food supply pressures, and strained health services. The threat extends far beyond heatwaves, with devastating floods, powerful windstorms, and rapid onset droughts posing equal danger to our way of life and agriculture. But there is hope. We can mitigate. It will require bold reformulation of our strategies, encompassing town and rural planning, land use, and urban design. Green spaces, reforestation, and building materials are among the transformative changes needed to adapt to and mitigate unforeseen climatic challenges. We must improve our warning systems and response capabilities to shield life against the fierce elements of nature. As we contemplate these formidable challenges, we are reminded that it is not too late. Insulation isn't just a matter of keeping warm, it's a critical shield in the battle against climate change. Now we conclude today's episode of 1 Minute to Midnight. We've delved into the forecast of future Britain sweltering in unprecedented heat, the stark warnings about our preparedness for climate catastrophe, and the urgent and transformative steps that must be taken to safeguard our society. Thank you for joining us as we examined the ticking clock of the climate crisis and the need to take bold action. Thanks for listening.